Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm checking my volume here. I wanted to show you this, and this is a link to just release this video of their when they had a proper pre-party at the proper party in New York City. They had a proper pre-party. Myself and Brad Combs missed this because Brad Combs' plane was canceled because of all the flooding and all the stuff there. And so I had to wait back at the hotel for him, and so we had to miss out on this. We wanted to be there, but watch this. This is Joe Endoso does a little bit of speaking, and remember, Link2 has announced that they are going public into next year, and this is it's about to get really interesting with them. And in fact, I'm going to have Nick Birafedo from Link2 over the next few months. Every once in a while, I'm going to have him on to, I might just put him on the phone and let him, and while I'm recording my video, and let him talk for a little while, because it's about to get pretty exciting with the whole Link2 thing. Not just Link2 itself, but all the different private equity that they have on the platform. And Ray, you better not have put music that was copyrighted music on here. You're going to mess me up right out of the gate this morning. Joe, I've met a lot of people since I got in this game. Joe Endoso, who is the president of Link2, he's the smartest guy I've met since I got in this, hands down. Nick's not too shabby himself, by the way. Check this out. Bitstamp is, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, boy, let me tell you what. Sometimes, I've learned in life that no matter what happens to you, you can turn a negative into a positive. You can turn things that are horrible that happen to you if you never give up, and if you are thinking. Most people don't ever stop and just think. When my X account was turned off, the initial reaction is, oh, this is horrible and all. But then I said, well, wait a minute, this is an opportunity. Because I should have done this a long time ago. I should have looked at what was going on in censorship, not just on X, but on other social media platforms. I should have looked at that and said, you know what? I've got to create a fail-safe of sorts for myself and my whole community, anybody that's listening to me, that likes to listen to me every day. And so finally I did it. As a result of this, and yesterday, it blew my mind how many people signed up for my member group. And what's going to happen is the member group is going to be, I'm going to make that so big that it makes everything else irrelevant. And what I'm going to do, and you'll see it because we're going to start it today, what I'm going to do is the things that I'm not able to talk about on this channel. I don't know what got me turned off, but I'm not taking any chances. I don't know if it was, that word that starts with an E and ends in an E too, right? And there's hashtags about it. And we uncovered it with John Deaton. You know that thing? Well, I don't know if that's what got me turned off, but I'm not taking any chances. So what we're going to do is towards the end of my videos that you see on YouTube, you will see that we're going to enter the danger zone, and you'll see it in a minute, because I am not going to take any chances on censorship and this Nazi cancel culture that we have now in this country and in this world. So more on that in a minute. Now, we are allowed to show this as far as I can tell. This is Sibos. Listen to what they say here. Tell me what you think about.
Published a paper on the future of cross-border payments. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. So in the paper, we are discussing who is going to be moving the 250 trillion or so in cross-border payments 5 years from now. We know who is moving it today. But the players who are moving in today and the players who are going to be moving these funds down the road are going to be different because of the transformation which we see.
Who will be moving the 250 trillion? Now, this is cool. Somebody found one of the guys at Sibos on the street, and listen to what he says.
Can I show your face or no? Yeah. Hi, we're here at Sibos, and this gentleman is taking his time to answer a couple questions about blockchain and if it's going to be implemented in the banking system. So can you let us know how Swift is going to use blockchain for sending money?
I'm not sure how Swift going to do it, but for sure they will. It's on its way, and we are doing trials on it.
Very good. And do you know about on-demand liquidity and DLT?
Yes.
Okay, and do you know about a company called Ripple, and are they being used?
Ripple, yes, of course we do.
Oh, wow,
Of course
that's
he does.
amazing. Do you know about bills of lading, going to bills of e-lading in the UK?
No, we are not involved on that.
Okay, but do you know about it? Being
Yes.
used on the blockchain?
Yes.
Trading is going to be on the blockchain?
We had listened about it, but we are not involved in it
Right.
at the moment.
Are you connected with Ripple in any way? A partner with Ripple?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's a very good, very good.
Not that I can talk about because of my NDA.
All right, I really appreciate your time. And can I ask your name? And
Artur Pereira from T-Info Technologies.
nice. And are you here from Portugal?
Portugal.
Wow. Well, thank you for coming to Canada, and have a wonderful trip back home.
Okay, thank you very much. You
You
too.
take care.
All right. Now check this out. Now, what's interesting, and don't forget, and what a lot of people don't remember, the guys at Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, whatever you think about them, these guys were saying the same thing during the dot-com bubble. These guys were saying these dot-com stocks don't make any sense because they had PE ratios of like 300 and something without even making any money. Most of them were bleeding money. And so I remember Warren Buffett, he gave a speech somewhere, and in the speech he was telling everyone, he said, listen, this doesn't make any sense. And at the time he was catching all sorts of hell because everybody in .com was like, no, this is the new business model because it's the internet and it has .com on the end of it. And he caught all kinds of hell because he was saying, no, that we stick to companies that are making money and and high valuation or they have reasonable PE ratios and all this. Anyway, he made the comparison to the car manufacturers. He said, look, car manufacturing was the hottest technology back in whenever that was, whenever Henry Ford was around. That was the new technology. And there were thousands of car companies, but guess how many survived? 3. Well, this space won't be any different. You have the new things and all of that, but I've always been interested in the one that nobody wants to talk about, XRP. But everybody wants to talk about Bitcoin, which for me is a red flag. If it actually worked, it'd be different. But these guys, even in the midst of all the build up to the ETF, they're coming out and saying it's the stupidest investment and it's going to go to zero. Then we had this, folks. This came out. Now, they say that this is an account that's supposed to be tied to Craig Wright. But this guy, whoever, it's at Satoshi, claiming they're Satoshi Nakamoto, basically. They just put this backwards tweet out. The mystery of who I am will be revealed with lots of evidence in the year 2024. And if you're one of these Bitcoin maxis and you got your fortune tied up in this, are you willing to take the chance? Because if it ever comes out who Satoshi is, you have a central third party. You have a central party, and then you are a security. Jack, that's the fact, Jack. This is what none of them are thinking. Now check this out. This is Ripple partner. They're talking about Thune's payments. Listen, I'm not going to play the whole thing.
So what does Tunes do? This is a very good visual illustration of what Tunes does. So over the last five to 10 years or so, Tunes has gone to different markets across the world. And those markets now, the number of those markets is now 120 markets. And we have gone to all those 120 markets. We have identified what is the most relevant options to get money delivered into those markets, market by market. So for some of those markets, it's bank account. For some of those markets, it's mobile wallets. So in particular, in Africa, there's...
You get the point. Then we've got this from Eleanor Terrett. Yesterday, she had tweeted this out. Ripple's chief financial officer, Christina Campbell, has left her position at the company to become CFO of Maven Clinic. Campbell served as Ripple's CFO for 2 years and 7 months. And then Ripple, she says Ripple confirmed that it's launched a search for a new CFO. We're grateful for Christina's leadership over the past 2+ years and her contributions to the company as we've experienced strong global momentum, business growth, and navigated regulatory headwinds. We wish her all the best in her next chapter. Ripple remains in a strong financial standing and is laser focused on its continued success in key markets around the world. And check this out. Look at this gem from now. Look, this is just a video of one of the Ethereum founders speaking. And so this we can show on YouTube. But in a second, we're going to go into the real stuff.
And cryptocurrency can be communist. So XRP is communist. Everyone agree there? I mean, come on, just look at how the guys have been, virtue signaling their institutional partnerships and regulatory compliance. And then when it turns out they're not actually regulatorily compliant, then, they start talking about how Ethereum is controlled by China. Remember that? Yeah,
which
so,
it is.
Communist.
Well,
but
actually,
there's.
I didn't say that. I'm going to say that in the group, in the private group that I created. Now, you can join my group if you want to hear. There's no censorship. I put up this Mickey Mouse splash page just so you can understand where we're going. DAIXRP.com is where you can join the group. And the rest of the video is going to be shown to the group because I don't want to be turned off on YouTube or whatever. And so there will be no censorship beyond this. It's going to be censorship free beyond this point. Only official. When you join, you're an official member of the Digital Asset Investor channel, and you're only allowed beyond this point. Now, this is a big deal. This is like having a members only jacket back in the 80s. Okay. But it is the danger zone. We do have our warnings here. The cancel culture and the crypto police, they're not allowed beyond this point. I'm sure that they will try to infiltrate the group. There's actually, it's just me talking. I mean, but we'll talk about things like corruption. We'll talk about what they would call conspiracy. We might even talk about the red file beyond this point. And for the members, you won't get to hear it here because of copyright, but for the members, we will even play Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone intro music, okay? So we'll see the rest of you later. Here you go, members. All right, I'm the Digital Asset Investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that you got to enter the danger zone and tell them about DAIXRP.com. Thanks for listening.